on the passing of Prince. Alicia Keys now weighing in, saying he was a gift, a genius, and a reminder that we have no limits. And then we want you to take a look at this. The cover of next week's New Yorker is a tribute to the icon and his legacy. You can see the purple rain. So simple and perfect.
I love that.
Just right. They always do get it right. We're going to take a look now at Prince's life off stage. The flamboyant performer was also a very private man, choosing to live out of the spotlight in his Minnesota hometown. And ABC's Lindsay Davis is outside his home in Chanhassen right now. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning to you, George. When asked once why he chose to still live in Minneapolis, he said, "It's so cold, it keeps the bad people out." Few people understood what made Prince Prince. He was both a mystery and a musician, and the combination only helped to enhance the intrigue.
Simply put, Prince was an enigma, cryptic and captivating.
Offstage, you're very quiet and very mysterious. What is that all about?
I'm just that way around you.
Intriguing and eccentric, androgynous and ambiguous. The lyrics in his song Controversy remind us that much of his life was shrouded in mystery. Am I black or white? Am I straight or gay? Do I believe in God? Do I believe in me?
Okay, so people think you're weird, they think you're strange. What do you want them to know?
The music.
Prince, he was music. He was the physical embodiment of pure music.
Christopher Moon has been credited with discovering him.
His dream really wasn't to be a musician. His dream was to be a basketball player. Height worked against him. He let the music do the talking.
The world listened eagerly as this 5'2" force broke all the rules. In 1993, when Prince clashed with his record label Warner Brothers, journalists started to call him the artist formerly known as Prince. He compared record labels to slavery. It wasn't until he ended his 18-year dispute that he went back to being called Prince.
A friend of mine said, "So what should I call you now?" And I said, "You can call me Prince." And it just felt good to say that again, because I hadn't so long.
Still rocking his high heels, in 2001, he famously became a Jehovah's Witness, on occasion even donning disguises to go door-knocking to talk about his faith. But in many ways, he treated music like a religion. Released hundreds of songs and reportedly filled vaults with thousands more.
One day, someone will release them. I don't know that I'll get to release them.
At least one indication that we've not yet heard the last of this enigmatic superstar.
Prince's name change to an unpronounceable symbol is near the top of Rolling Stone's list of boldest career moves in rock history. And while at times people didn't know what to call him today, he is being called a genius, a legend, and an icon. Amy?
Yes, all fitting names. Lindsay, thanks so much. And joining us now is Brian Hiatt, a senior writer for Rolling Stone magazine, who interviewed Prince at his estate about 2 years ago, Paisley Park headquarters. The piece never actually ran because Prince ended up not wanting to pose for a photo.
Exactly.
Is it safe to assume that piece is going to run now?
A version of that piece will indeed run, yes.
What was it like?
You know, it was an incredible and surreal experience. It feels kind of dreamlike, especially since I hadn't written about it yet. Basically, Paisley Park was this sort of self-enclosed world. And I wouldn't say it had a cult-like atmosphere, but it certainly had a very insular atmosphere where some of the musicians in his band, one of them said, I literally don't know what day it is or what time it is.
Like a Vegas casino. No.
Exactly.
How would you describe him? Was he a complicated man?
He was, first of all, in person, he was very warm and personable and, as normal as a Prince could be.
And funny,
sure.
Very funny.
Yeah, funny, absolutely. But, as an artist and as a persona, yeah, he's about as complicated as an artist could be.
Now, he chose to live in Minnesota. Did he tell you why?
I mean, the sense was, and I think I brought up this old quote he said, which is that he likes the fact that the cold keeps the bad people away. But the truth is, listen, he had built this compound here. It was a place where he could do his work, and his work was all that mattered to him. And I think that's why it was the place where he could do the most work with the least distractions. I think that's really what it was.
Yeah, and speaking of his work, he's talked about in the past having a vault that's rumored to have hundreds of unreleased songs. Did he reference the vault? Did you see the vault?
Yeah, I didn't see the vault. For all I know, the vault is actually a hard drive. No, probably not because it's analog tapes. But yes, we talked about the vault. He said you know, it lives up to its legend. There are full. We're going to be releasing a little bit of the interview today online, and you know, there are full albums there from the Purple Rain period even.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So we can expect posthumously some legendary songs, perhaps.
Assuming that there's some provision for them to come out, but yes, I would imagine so. Yeah.
Now, his ex-wife, Maite, said in an interview that Prince always wore heels. He was never without them. Was he wearing heels when you interviewed him?
Yes, not only was he wearing heels, and this is the kind of detail you dream of as a profile writer, he was wearing clear lucite heels that lit up with every step. Lit up purple with every step he took.
It seems very fitting. You're correct. And we mentioned, you heard Lindsay say that he converted to Jehovah's Witness in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Did you talk to him about his religion and how it affected his life?
We talked about religion a lot. He never used the words Jehovah's Witness. And I couldn't tell whether he had perhaps broadened his religious beliefs or what, but you know, he talked about the Bible and he talked about being grounded in it.
And he was celibate in recent years.
We talked about being celibate. He said he was rechanneling that energy into other things. He said it was like fasting from food, that after a few days you don't feel it anymore. He said he wasn't perfect, though.
Well, he was perfect in terms of his music.
Yeah.
Brian Hiatt, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Can't wait to see the article.
Yes.